Creative Writing Advice with me, JJ Barnes. If you don't know me, I am the author of How to Write Your Story, which is out now on Amazon. It's where I take you from the beginning of your story through to the end, cover everything in between. Hopefully, I'll be able to inspire you and give you the confidence to finally get your story out into the world. So today I'm going to be talking about how to get your audience to ship characters. So if you're telling a romantic story or a story where a relationship is prominent, ideally you want your audience to hope that those two characters will get together. So shipping means hoping they will get into a relationship, basically. So if you're telling a story where two characters do get together, you want your audience to want that. But also, if you are telling a series or a long story, when your audience ships two characters, you can tease them that it might get together. Think of Giles and Joyce in Buffy. So many people wanted Giles and Joyce to get together, so they kind of let it happen a little bit, but they don't let it happen just to keep you wanting. Or you want them to stay invested and keep hoping for it. Think of Booth and Brennan in Bones. So much of that series, you are shipping them. You want them to get together. All the characters want them to get together. And it just keeps it ticking over. It keeps your audience hoping for something. And if you want two people to get into a relationship, it keeps you invested and it gives you something to hope for. And if you hope for something as an audience person, you're going to stick around to try and see if it happens. And sticking around to either read or watch is the point. Because if your audience don't bother, then you're not really going to be very successful. So how do you do it? How do you make them ship people? So one of the most important things about two people in a story who are going to get together is that they benefit one another. If separate, they're complete, they're happy, they have everything they want, why would you want them to get together? They have to be missing something. Something from their lives that you know if they are with the other person, they are going to find it. So a really good example, for instance, is in a book that I read called Perfect Match. In Perfect Match, you follow Sophia. She's looking for love and she falls in love with a guy called Daniel. But all the way through, you are shipping for her to get with another guy, a guy called Chris. Because what Sophia is missing from her life is acceptance of who she is. She struggles to accept who she is because she feels like she's not good enough. She feels like she needs somebody. And Daniel feeds that. He feeds the idea she's not good enough by constantly trying to improve her. He buys her new clothes that aren't really her. He takes her to restaurants where she doesn't really feel comfortable because he's always trying to make her better. Whereas Chris, what Chris gives her is full acceptance of who she is. He celebrates who she is. He doesn't want to change her. He doesn't want her to want to change. What Chris wants is for Sophia just to be Sophia and to be happy. So what you do when you're reading that book is loving them, loving that character, shipping that character. Because what Chris offers is something that Sophia needs. And that is a really important thing. Together, you know that those characters are going to be stronger. So you ship them, you want them to get together. And this is how you have to do it. You have to look at who your characters are, look at what they're missing from their lives and give it to the other person. And then, to make it clear that those characters would work well together, have them literally work together, have them work on a project together and see how it turns out. If when they work together, they boost one another, they influence each other in a positive way, and you can see that they do work well together. It's not just, oh, they're nice for each other. They actually do benefit one another. In Booth and Brennan's situation in Bones, when they work together, they are solving crimes. You can see that Brennan is learning more about how to human, say. She's learning more about emotional interaction. She's improving as a person as well as solving crimes. And when Booth works with Brennan, he is able to learn things that he never knew about. He gets to discover a world that he's not familiar with through her love of science, through her passion. And together they're able to both solve crimes together and benefit the world and, do well in their careers. And they are able to improve as people and feed one another. And it's beautiful to see. So it's not just that they are giving each other a happiness or acceptance, something that actually put them into a situation where they work. They feed into each other's ability to thrive. Now, you don't have to get them together. at all. You don't have to get them together immediately, or you can get them together straight away and then throw obstacles in their way. But the point is, for instance, in Perfect Match, Zoe May, the writer, she has you shipping them. She has you wanting them to get together, and all the way through you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, and you know that the whole time she's with Daniel, she should be with Chris. And you start watching her realise it. You watch her understand that that is the man that she should be with. And you still have to wait, and it keeps the audience hooked. Shipping couples is a brilliant way to keep an audience hooked because you want it for them, especially if you like the characters. It's useful to use to keep your audience reading or watching. But remember, for your audience to ship them, you have to see something is missing in their lives that the other character has, self-acceptance, and he offers it. And you have to show them working together and benefiting one another. You show them that when they do function together, when they do come together, they are improved, their lives are improved, and they work well. Because when people don't work well together, when you're like, oh, they should work really well, they should be a great couple, but you put them together and it's just bumping heads and it's not good and it doesn't land, then you don't want them to be in a relationship, because the good relationships that you want to see are the ones where everybody is happy and where they do benefit one another. So that's how you root for them. That is how you hope for them. That is shipping a couple in a story. So thank you very much for watching another one of my videos. I hope this has been helpful. Talk to me about other couples that you have shipped in stories. What couples have you wanted to get together, that you've seen get together, that you haven't seen get together? As I say, you can keep it teased all the way through. In Firefly, you are wanting Mal and Inara to get together and they never do. So you can't never get them together, but all the way through have people wanting it. Or you can have them get together eventually, and then everyone gets what they want. But talk to me about it. What have you watched or read where you have shipped a couple real hard and desperately wanted them to get together and either seen it happen or not? And what do you like about it? Because I can do more videos on this, because there's human relationships and therefore stories about human relationships that can be very rich, and there's always more to discover, and relationships and stories can be really beautiful, so we can do more videos on it. But this is just my first sort of thoughts on how to make your audience ship a couple. Thank you very much for watching. I do a video every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9:30 in the morning. So if you subscribe to this channel and put on the dingy bell thing, you will get an alert when it comes. As I say, I'm hoping to help get more stories out into the world. If you go to my website, which is jjbarnes.co.uk, over there you'll find links to all of the stuff I've got working on, my books, my art, my social media, where you can come and chat to me and tell me what you're up to, and I would love to hear from you. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be back again soon. Bye.